Probably.
Honey Zest from The Sims 4.
All I know is my gut tells me maybe.
Tells you what?
Maybe. As a Futurama reference.
Well, we did
That's the color of a
something.
shirt.
I have 3 health things marked.
Yeah, me too.
And
Yeah, because you guys got in a fight on the boat.
We did
That
get
was-
a fight on the
that was
boat.
with
Oh
all that
god,
was-
how do we vampire, y'all?
What have we?
We all wake up the
What
next
have I
day. What
been
the
up
fuck
to?
happened?
Everybody
Tell
has
us-
a killer hangover, apparently.
You tell us, Kay, what have you been up to?
I don't know. Am I with you
This
guys
whole
on the
session
ship?
is literally, I'm just going to make up stuff that you guys did. And then your whole session is going to be you guys figuring out what you did while you were drunk, you know? It'd be like
Hey.
the next day of the hangover.
Just call it the night after.
I have a humanity mark too. What the heck did we do?
What the heck did we do?
Oh, because you attuned with the bad thing.
Oh God, I don't remember.
The what?
I have no memory of this.
I feel like this is the beginning of him saying we did stuff that we didn't do.
No,
I have
that
no
definitely.
idea. Holy crap.
Look,
They
we'll
made
just
it.
make
They
it
made
up
us
as we
friend while you
go.
were gone.
Here, we can say all the time that I've been gone was just a fever dream of Delia's. So
Yeah.
I'm fine now.
Now the real campaign starts.
Well, Reese, I think you're the best person to give the recap.
Okay, so that goes as follows. The team did vote that the prince was I gotta lower my name again.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
you
was
immediately
like-
started roboting. Oof.
All right, so let's try this. So the team found the prince's boat. They were trying to intercept a shipment that was coming into the city and prevent it from getting stolen. During this, seems they woke something up. They're not really sure what. There was a pack of thieves that were already on there that the party briefly got into a fight with and pretty much mopped the floor with. Mostly thanks to Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I forget his actual name.
Brutus.
Brutus, yes. Brutus is a scary puppy. So once that was finished, you guys basically escaped the mortal authorities, and now you're in the process of trying to spin everything in your favor so that you can get credit for saving what is salvageable with the prince, trying to figure out exactly what you woke up. So that is kind of where we left off. I believe the exact ending was we ended on a newscast where you were trying to figure out if anything actually strange had happened in the city, but you guys couldn't find it. Oh, and all your phones were fried.
Phones.
um,
Are they still fried
um,
after we leave?
Yeah, basically it's like they were like hit with a really powerful magnet, so like there's just nothing on the hard drive.
Did we
my
ever-
Pinterest boards.
We have to pay for all our apps again?
Mhm.
You guys have phones?
You can't play Diablo Immortal. So I guess we will start there. Can everyone give me a rouse check, please? Because we need to figure out how to play again.
Oh, where's the rouse?
And remember to call out your numbers.
I get hungrier.
Where is the rouse check? Sorry, I did not mean to say it like that.
I am at
Well, it's
hunger
too late now,
3.
okay?
It's
Well, I
it's
found
below below the skills. Under hunger.
I do not get hungrier.
I do get hungrier. Also, I don't know what they did with this sheet, but there are some changes on here. and
Yeah,
I
that's
like
what I
it.
was saying.
Yeah.
Look at that. It already ticked it for me. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. We got fancy stuff. We'll have to check this out on our own time at some point. But
Yeah.
I do see some fancy changes as well. So
Also, all of my health pool was ticked out. Did I get knocked out in that fight? I don't remember.
yes, you were downed.
Okay. It's been a while, y'all.
Been a while.
How much does superficial heal again?
Superficial heals like 1 per hour or something. It's pretty quick.
Oh, it's been more than 3 hours then, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, are we still on the ship?
No, you're off the ship. So
Can I just say
healing
I
was never.
stayed at the warehouse?
Yes, I was going to say you were never actually on the ship, so you don't need to
Lit.
worry about the ship part.
I was torturing our little friend in the basement.
Torture.
Alright, we do
Okay.
have a guy.
Yes. I do not like him.
So I'm assuming you'll all wake up at your own personal havens because nobody actually stays at the spot where you all meet.
Nope.
So what is everyone doing when they awaken?
I go make myself some breakfast. I can eat food.
Eggs over person.
Hey, hey.
Person.
Okay, so you start making some breakfast.
I go make
Yeah.
some breakfast for Brutus. It's lobster this time.
Oh, Brutus wiggles his whole butt.
Yeah.
Because when doggos are happy, you have to wiggle the whole butt. Sorsha, you wake up to the lovely smell of breakfast. It probably makes you want to puke because you can't eat regular food.
Yeah, I scrunch my nose in clear disgust. Not because it's food, but because I can't enjoy it.
Oh, don't worry, Smirka. It tastes very bad, I say as I put a mouthful.
Oh, this is terrible.
Why are you
It's
eating?
horrible.
Why are you eating that in my room?
It doesn't taste anything like Mom's.
But why are you eating it here? Why are you eating it in my room?
I was watching you sleep.
Sorka's going to turn to the two to the two hanger-ons that she keeps, or that she called to make her feel better after getting knocked out last night, and just tells them to leave.
Wait, are there 2 people in there?
Yeah, I have my herd with me.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would've-
Of course.
by the way,
I
Orca
would've-
is pretty beat up.
Yeah.
He is not looking great at the moment.
I would have 100% already told them to leave.
Oh,
The
okay.
moment they were in the room, I would have been like, if I saw them,
Okay.
I would wake them up and I'd be like,
Get the fuck out.
Probably like stumble out nude, like half awake. So it's been a while. Is it Sorka or Sorcha?
Sorka.
Sorka, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep, because it is very much the Irish dialect, and they do not have a CH. It is just a hard K.
Okay.
Circa.
All right. So Lucia is feeding Brutus. Miss Tanya, what are you doing this evening?
I am drawing my card for the day to see what's going to happen, and It says
Looks about right.
it's 8 of wands, so it says go with the flow. Don't resist it.
It's easier if you don't resist.
The energy of the universe will propel me to my goal.
Yeah, you probably have a hell of a killer hangover, like psychic hangover from yesterday. You're still getting over that unnatural connection.
So, I'm just gonna lay back down for a wee bit.
Okay.
Sorka, should we go to the warehouse so we can punch that dude?
Would punching him make you feel better?
Mm-hmm. Well, that would be very fun. I would love it.
Fine. Call the others. Tell them to meet us there in an hour.
We don't have phones.
What happened to your phones?
Oh wait, I have a phone.
Yeah, you have a phone.
You have a phone.
You guys don't have phones.
You don't know they don't have phones.
That is very true.
I tried texting them a bajillion times because I wanted to know what the fortune was for today, and she has not responded.
Sorka just kind of makes a face. Hopefully they'll have the same thought process and arrive at the haven eventually.
Eventually.
Well, Lucia's the guard dog, so she watches the entrance to the prison, so she's probably already in the vicinity.
Hopefully they have the same thought process and will arrive there eventually.
You're pack priest, Lucia, because you actually stay at the haven, right?
What?
Sorka,
You actually stay
at
the haven? Okay.
Lucia or Sorka?
You.
Me?
Lucia.
Yeah.
I have the little... Shoot, I don't... Where do I stay? Where are there two places?
We have two separate places.
There's the O'Doyle house. Miss Tanya stays by herself. And I'm not sure where you stay. Do you stay at the actual like haven where everybody meets up? Or do you stay
The haven
in
is the
your own...
warehouse in the docks.
Okay. So where is our prison?
The haven.
Then
Haven,
probably
yes.
there.
It's at the bottom floor of your haven warehouse.
Probably there then.
So you would already be there, so you would know that your pack priest is not there yet. But your prisoner's still hanging out down the stairs.
Did he look like he's been brutalized any more than he already has?
No.
Okay.
But he's currently staked.
That's
you guys
fine.
staked him after you talked to him last. So the O'Doyles are headed to the haven. Miss Tanya, after you take a psychic Excedrin, are you going to make your way there?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. So you will all meet up at the haven at about the same time. You guys see Brutus eating a bunch of lobster. He is a very happy doggo.
I will walk up to him and give him little scritches and say, "Doesn't that taste good? Doesn't it taste good?"
He happily slobbers all over your face.
You know what tastes better? Blood. You should try that. More.
I was gonna
Actually,
say,
no.
Brutus is like,
You're
I
gonna
do
eat
love
all
it.
of it.
Lucia gives it to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there probably is some of her blood over the lobster.
Can I try a bite, Brutus? I can eat food.
I'm trying to think if Brutus is like food aggressive. Let's do a roll.
Want to make a check?
Let's do a roll for it.
What do we want? Resolve?
Give me a /R 1d2. We'll say on a 1, Brutus is food aggressive. On a 2, he is not.
That's his lobster.
Okay, so Brutus is food aggressive. So you go over and you're like, Brutus, can I have some of? And the dog is like. Brutus is a big fan of his lobster.
She would say this out loud. I'm trying to decide if I should still try and take it.
I wouldn't. That's scary. That dog is scary.
No, I'll just go to my fridge and get myself some little juice boxes. My little blood juice boxes.
Okay, so everyone is gathered at the hideout.
I feel like I'm probably already down there with what's his name, whom I will look up, assuming I have notes on him.
The dipshit?
Yeah, Andrew Decker. 'Cause I am also hungry. I'd probably get a little taste of him.
Okay.
It's
Now,
better
here's the
fresh.
thing. He's gonna start getting pretty low on blood.
Right, I need to feed the prisoner too, so I'm probably doing that.
Okay.
Just give
Oh,
him
but
rats.
you're basically like giving him blood and then feeding from him.
No, that's a good point. I'm probably down there, like squeezing out, squeezing things out for him to eat.
Okay. So he's probably like, oh, where'd you find this? This is awful.
I don't know. I just juiced it. It's like a cocktail.
What is this, human?
I mean, some of it. I try a taste.
Chance to let me go soon?
Does it taste awful?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, this is fine. I drink my half of it too.
Okay.
Else, if I can clear one hunger.
Yeah, that's fine. He's like, oh, how does that not bother you?
Oh no, it tastes awful. It's true. I'm just hungry. You know things taste better when you're
I mean-
hungry.
I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Well, I assume you want something from me.
I don't know. Someone wants something from you.
Is there any way, like, might let me go or something?
I mean, I like you, but you know, I'm not the current alpha yet.
How long have I even been down here?
Few days.
Is there any way you can go back to my house and, I don't know, get some clothes? I have blood all over me. This is getting kind of gross.
Sure. Where do you live?
I'll, like, give you an address in Philly.
Hey, cool. I got information. I'm so good at this. Sure, I'll swing by sometime.
Like, thank you.
If I understand correctly, some weirdo in a dress wants to recruit you or something. I don't know. I don't really care about him. You though, you're pretty cool. So hey, if we end up working together, awesome.
I mean, if I'm recruited, can I, like, get unhooked from this thing? This kind of sucks. Who's recruiting me anyway?
Don't answer that.
Oh, hello, Sorcha.
As soon as he sees Sorka, he's like, because it's
Yeah.
like there goes all the answers, right?
Mm-hmm. Good evening. I see you're still hanging around.
And we will not be working together.
Not until we've proven you can be worth keeping. So far, you haven't convinced my sister, nor I.
I just realized I can't drink that cocktail, so I immediately vomit. I just remembered I can't drink that.
Well, okay then. So you vomit.
And my hunger goes back up.
Andrew's like, oh. I told you it was foul. Why did you drink it too?
I mean, I don't know. I was hungry.
Giving him food?
Would you rather him be in torpor? You can't talk if he's in torpor.
I'd rather him not talk at all.
Well, then how are you gonna do whatever you... I don't know.
I don't want to do anything with him. This person, and I point to my sister, is the one that does.
Hey, when's Miss Fancy Pants gonna be here? Doesn't he have recruitment plans? Where's he at?
Miss Fancy Pants? Who?
The priest guy.
Heavenly Father.
Yeah, that one.
Pack priest is named Andre.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in 3 days. I don't remember his name.
I don't know. He is a divine being. He will arrive when he does.
Yeah, well, he's taking his sweet time.
Hey, you just gotta have faith. Okay?
I have faith that... Yes.
I mean, it's very path of, like, the inner voice who keep you waiting, right?
So what are you guys doing here?
This is our meetup place?
Yeah, but why the down here specifically?
I was just following her.
Are we not
But there
allowed
wasn't
to be
anyone
here?
upstairs.
I never said that. I was just wondering why. What is the reason for the visit? Is it just to hang out? I'm fine with that.
Seeing what you were getting up to since you didn't answer. the
Yeah, no one is
messages.
answering my messages.
Yeah, my phone hasn't been working since last night. Doesn't even turn on.
Sorka, can we get them
takes
new
out the
phone?
phone, is like pressing
Get
the
her a new
buttons.
phone?
I suppose we'll have to get new phones. Have you seen Tanya yet?
Nope.
Need to know
So
the
we'll say-
fortune for the
we'll say you
day.
Get there at about this time, Miss Tanya, so you'll be able to hear voices from the basement.
Always in the basement.
The wizard arrives exactly when she needs to.
Well, how are all of you?
Hello, Tanya. How are you? I'm alright. I'm kind of hungry.
I know I am.
Miss Tanya.
You're still alive.
Me?
Yeah, I thought you went and died. Haven't seen you forever.
No, I am here. I was just hanging out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What'd the card say for today?
The card said, "Go with flow. Let the universe tell you what's going to happen."
See? And I turned to Andrew. You need to stop asking questions. Go
See,
with
for
the
you
flow.
to say, you're not the one chained up in a basement.
You
Go
could
with
just
the
be
flow.
So I was thinking that maybe I'd go pick up a snack and then maybe pick up some clothes at his place because he'd like clothes.
Why would we need to pick up clothes at his place?
I don't know. It's kind of covered in like cocktail blood.
Actually, it's not a terrible idea.
Why not?
I'll walk back over to him, and I'll just pick up the steak and just very gingerly push it back into his chest.
As you do, he's like,
No way.
Because we might be able to find out more about the Anarchs from his residence.
But what if his residence is with other anarchs?
Oh,
Hence
the
the
more
snack.
reason to do reconnaissance. Somebody's going to be looking for him. Eventually, they'll show themselves, or we'll find information on where to get in touch with them. He still has a part to play.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, well, we need to.
So,
I just don't see why we have to get him clothes.
oh, I never said we were getting him clothes. I just said we could go there and look around.
Oh. Yeah, totally.
Wait, what
Doesn't
was
need
the-
clothes.
What was the pact priest's name again?
Andre.
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 Where the heck is Andre?
We
Yeah.
can't go anywhere until Andre gets here.
I mean, if he's not getting here anytime soon, then I'm just gonna go. I mean, we gotta figure out something to do with them.
Why don't we go eat your snack?
Who said that?
I mean, you can feed from Andrew because fed him. Now he has more blood.
Yeah.
You can do that if you want, or we can have you go like hunt another vampire, which might take a while.
I mean, that's fine. I know where his residence is.
How are you planning on feeding Shay?
I'll look to.
Shoot, wait!
I'll look to sort.
Take the steak back out.
I'm like,
Like,
Ah.
so like you take the steak out and he finishes his. Hey. And then he kind of like looks around confused.
Him in the face.
What?
Face!
Punch him in the face? Okay.
Tell them to put it back in.
What are you doing?
Okay. Well, first off, since you're punching him in the face, roll me a strength and brawl.
Get him.
Oh, wait. Can I get an extra dice because he's chained up?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you an extra dice. Like you're gonna need it to even roll positive. So.
What's the difficulty? It's
I mean,
asking
it's
me.
versus
It's versus
To
a
put it in.
down
his dex
person.
dodge. So.
It's asking. Well, it says difficulty ? And then asking for a number.
can you
Oh,
I'll
it's
just
giving
submit
you a
it.
target number? Interesting.
That's weird.
I clicked submit, but it didn't do anything. So I guess I have to put one in.
So when I put it in, I get secondary attribute,
Extra dice.
and I can say none. Extra dice be
Did-
1.
And then difficulty.
Difficulty?
I'll just roll it and see what happens.
So that's interesting because normally it's a roll off. I would put difficulty like
Oh yeah, I do see difficulty there.
Well, it
Oh.
just basically says successes. We could just ignore that. That's just
Right,
Yeah,
I just need to know what you rolled and what you didn't. So
I
Roll.
rolled
So if you don't fill it in, it
Nine
doesn't roll at all, which is
and a
weird.
9. Yeah. I rolled
it's
2
very
9s.
interesting. Okay, so you punch him. What's your strength?
1.
Okay. You punch him and he gets a bloody lip. He kind of smiles at you and he's like, "You sure you're the one that's supposed to be doing the punching?"
I put the stake back in him.
He's still smiling as you put the stake back in.
Then I gave him a little kick in the nuts while I'm putting it back in. Not while it's fully in yet. Just so that's the last thing he remembers.
I may need
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Can you like maybe not damage him too much? Because like I may need a drink from him, and I don't know. Sorcha, can I have a drink?
Is he asleep? Is he in torpor now again?
He's safe,
All right.
yeah.
I turn to Lucia. Oh wait, this is just in response to what Lucia said to me. I turn and I say, "Well, yeah, I wasn't going to say this in front of him, but I'm not the one to do the punches. I just really wanted to punch him, so I won't do much damage."
Okay.
But that's it.
Sorcha, can I have a taste, or do you want me to feed from him?
It's your lunch bag. Why are you asking me?
Okay. Because yours tastes better?
Oh, you were asking me.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't eaten today either.
Oh, we should go eating then.
Why don't we?
Do you want to go to his residence too? We
That
can get
was-
him some pants and stuff. And
That was the
maybe-
suggestion. We all go. That way we can do some actual work today and maybe find something to eat.
Okay.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah. When was,
So-
when was Andre supposed to be here again too? Like, or were we just forgetting about him?
He
That's
kind of
fine.
doesn't really tell you guys like when he's going to be there. He just kind of comes and goes, and if he needs you, he generally calls.
That dick.
And I'm not waiting for him then. Let's get to the car.
Please.
Oh, and get a new phone too. Let's go. Okay.
I'm going
Over
with
to
the
the
flow,
T-Mobile
but I hope
store.
the flow flows quicker.
That's
I
why
guess
I'm trying to
we'll,
get us moving, darling.
I guess he'll have to call me because I'm the only one with the phone. If he needs us.
I whistle for Brutus.
I will text Andre on my phone and be like, "Hi, everyone else's phones got destroyed, so you're gonna have to message me if you need us."
Okay.
Well, yeah, to the car. Stella should be waiting.
Okay. So he gives you address of 111 North American Street 3, Philadelphia.
111 North American. What?
Street 3.
Suite 3. Oh, he's got an apartment.
Well, then we'll need to be extra careful.
And I don't have your ghouls list handy. Who did you want to be driving the car this evening?
Stella. Stella is my retainer. So she's not
Okay.
ghouled yet, but she's in the process of being groomed. Oh, actually, no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She
So
has,
they're
she
just
is
your,
she is
servants.
she has 2 dots. She might actually be ghouled now. It's been a minute. Let me double check my book. Because she might actually be a ghoul with 2 dots.
111 North American Street is. Wait, I can't tell. I'm seeing a church.
So you would actually see an apartment building. I didn't want to give like an actual address on the internet because you never know. We could get blamed for something like
Yeah.
going to said address, so like I just kind of made it up.
True.
Turns out
I
it was a
thought
real
you
spot. just not the spot we wanted.
Apparently. Oh, y'all need Jesus. So there you go. I take you to a church.
Yes, Reese. Sorry. 2 dots does make her a ghoul, a family servant, a human lover, or a dominated thrall. So
Maybe all the above.
yeah. So currently she just has ghoul stats with no advantages, is what they say, and it starts at 234, which I'll look into, but I do plan on making her a 3 dot eventually, so she won't be terrible. So she might not be a ghoul yet. Then I'll save an extra dot and make her a good ghoul, a gifted ghoul, so she won't be terrible.
I mean, when you add the 3rd dot,
Can I
you
bump
can
just
have
make
that
her
as
better?
sort of growing.
Okay,
You know?
that'll work.
Because like as they age, they get more stats, and they actually start to develop disciplines that are your discipline.
Yeah, that makes
It would
sense.
kind of make sense that like she would grow over time.
Then yeah, she's a ghoul right now. Then
All right, so she will take you to 111 North American, and you will find a church apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
You will find an apartment building here.
It's an apartment complex and a church.
There's a church in the apartment complex, apparently.
Of course.
Or it's a church turned apartment complex.
or it's an apartment.
That would be
complex
interesting.
in a church.
Our apartment complex that became a church.
Oh,
Fun fact, Christine and I actually wanted to buy an abandoned church for so long, but like the amount of money you would need to do to actually like make it a functioning house would be just so much money. So
Mm-hmm.
never actually went through with it. But there's actually a lot of churches in the Philadelphia area are like for sale or abandoned.
interesting.
Ooh.
So I always thought that would be really cool.
Oh.
So the front doors seem like those normal like locked doors that you have in front of an apartment complex. There's like a small call box. There's no parking here, so we'll actually have to like pull around somewhere. So she actually turns around and asks you, "Should I drop you off here, or would you like to be dropped off after I park the car?"
This is fine. Nobody should be expecting us.
Okay, so she will leave you there and then go around to find a parking.
Question.
Yes.
Did because we kind of took his stuff. Did Andrew Decker have keys on him?
Oh, it's good you bring that up before we get to the door. So,
Yes.
yeah, good thinking.
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't just want to like Kool-Aid Man through?
Hey,
I debated it.
debating. Yeah. No, but good catch.
Okay. So how are we gonna do this? So you're gonna kind of jingle the keys and just go through the key ring to see which one works?
I'm gonna look at whatever ones look like house keys.
Let's
Okay,
scope the
there-
place out before we head up.
Okay. It is it's not like a huge apartment complex. We'll say it's like 4 stories. and there are probably, like, from your point of view, there are around 4
Oh.
windows per story, with the exception of the first floor. The first floor kind of, what you can see, like, it's a double glass door kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of see, like, on the first floor, there's like a reception area, and then like kind of steps that lead upstairs.
Which of the
Like the first floor is all mostly taken up by like the common area, I guess you could say, of the building.
Which of the windows are look like they're boarded up or covered?
None of them are actually boarded up.
That's weird.
Not all of them have lights on, but none of them are boarded up.
So it's not an abandoned complex.
Right.
Well, I was thinking that he might just want, some really, really dark space,
Anarchs tend to mingle with their food.
Mm-hmm.
So Shay, to your point, there are 4 keys that are potential house.
And he's got a lot of keys. Let's see.
Tend to have a lot of keys.
Four house keys. He could potentially have 3 friends that he visits.
Not on the same key ring. Keep an eye out, 2 of you. We'll try the door. You see anybody snooping, let us know.
Alright.
Turn on silence of death.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Whatever the one... Oh, wait, never mind. What's the one where you just stand still and someone can't see you?
I forget what it's called, but I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, same.
It's not silence of death, though,
Sense
right?
the unseen.
There you go.
No, sense the unseen is...
Are you trying to go invisible, or are you trying to see invisible?
Oh, I know, I'm trying to...
Oh, that's
Go.
awesome.
Oh, that's
Shouldn't
not
pass
it.
without a
No,
trace.
it's
Didn't that pass without a trace?
No, I have silence of death and unseen passage.
Why is
For
it-
obfuscate.
Is it not unseen passage?
Unseen
Unseen
passage...
Hang on.
So, unseen
Oh.
passage is an addition. It says the
The
vampire
user
can
is
now
functionally...
move around.
No, the next line is you're functionally invisible, so that's the one you want. Unseen passage.
Cloak of Shadows.
Cloak of
Cloak of Shadows.
Cloak of
Oh,
Shadows
yes,
is the
that's what
first
it is.
one.
Yeah.
But that is, you
Yeah.
have to be standing perfectly still.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
that's
no,
what she
I
was
was
saying.
Oh,
trying
okay.
to find
It's
that
funny.
one,
I
but
wanted
then
to
I
say
had go
Cloak of
around.
Shadows, and I was like, I don't think that's right.
No,
Okay.
because I wanted to not have to use the rouse check, but I guess I
Right,
took
yeah.
Silence of Death instead of
Gotcha.
Cloak of Shadows. That's fine. I wanted... Yeah, I'll do a rouse check and do Unseen Passage and wander the halls a little. And, like, check around the corners, like, just to see if anyone's coming. I'm good.
Lucia is going to take Brutus and just go for a casual walk and do like a stealth, like she's just out for a late night walk with her dog. And so she will just try to blend in and also keep an eye out for anything around the building.
Okay.
As you pass
Okay,
me,
go ahead.
I go,
Oh,
Remember-
cameras got messed up.
to turn on Blush of Life. Whisper to you as you walk by.
I will activate Blush of Life.
Okay, so give me a rush check.
So is it
Right, made it.
Miss Tanya and I who are trying the door then?
Yes. I am
yeah,
keeping
looks
an
like
eye out for you closer. I think Lucia is like on the outside and then like I'm on the inside. And we're keeping an eye out.
Yeah, this was gonna be a perimeter check, and she was gonna join them on the inside after they got in.
No, I just
Cool.
didn't want anybody watching us try and break into the place. So.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm wandering the halls. I'm still near you guys. I'm just checking around the corner, looking around.
Miss Lucia, which one of these looks more well used? She holds up the keyring.
Can I do a...
For this, why don't you give me a wits perception?
Wits perception, and I'm assuming that these keys aren't vampires, so...
Well, you're doing a perimeter check, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you said Miss
Miss Tanya.
Ah,
I was talking
Miss Tanya.
because I
Okay.
said who was staying with me to open the door, and it was
Mm.
Tanya. You went to go do a perimeter search.
Alright, you just said Miss...
Whoever's
I said Tanya.
Well, regardless, I'm going to need a perimeter search from both of them. Or a wits awareness from both of them, because the perimeter search is going to be the same thing as trying to look at the keys. So,
last or first dice, whichever you prefer, is to add smell to it in case I catch the whiff of anything. Otherwise, one dice down. Three successes.
right.
5 successes.
5 successes.
Yeah, because of your hunger dice.
Right.
Hunger dice, I think, are always red. I was confused by that too.
Yes, your hunger dice.
No,
will-
but they come up pips if they're not successful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The little
I was just-
Camarian
I was-
mark is your success.
Yeah.
Alright, so 4 successes just for sight, 5 for smell.
Okay, so Lucia, you don't see or smell anyone. This basically leads to a back alley with like a dumpster, and there's like a small fence, and then an exit like on the other side of the street. It looks like there's like 2 exits. The apartment building, one exits on the street behind, basically.
Possible escape route. I make note of that.
Okay. So Ilya, though, you do see someone coming. There's a woman coming up with some keys in her hand.
I didn't think of a signal.
Make this the signal.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Oh, okay. I quickly turn around and go back to them, and I like go really quickly, as fast as I can, and I start tapping Sorka's shoulder.
What
So-
is it?
Cadence, why don't you give me wits perception, and let's see if you can figure out which key is the right key, or you're gonna have to go through them. Because if you can figure out which key is the correct key, you guys will be able to get it no problem before this person gets here. If not, you're gonna have some trouble because you're gonna have to guess correctly.
There is one more thing I forgot to do.
What's that?
Because I have Brutus. I feel like he specifically wants to sniff out to see if he catches the scent of any kindred that have been around recently.
I'm gonna say there is no different scent between kindred and humans. I'm gonna rule that way now until I have time to actually research that. So far as I know, I
Well-
don't believe until you get to like super low humanity that there's
I mean-
any actual scent different.
Well, there's a specialty. There's a specialty versus kindred. Like that's a whole bloodhound thing, is that they get bonus dice against kindred.
Interesting.
Um,
That's from the book.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I guess make me the roll then.
Or is awareness versus kindred?
I'm honestly not sure. Like I said, I do know that once you get to a certain amount of humanity, animals can start to sense it. Like they sense your predatory nature. I didn't think there was a different scent. But and the
I have
dog
no
definitely
idea.
like smells
It-
people if there are people there. So
It
we'll
doesn't
know
say.
that there's.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say it has to be. A different scent particularly. It's just awareness versus kindred. So
Okay,
it's just one extra die.
gotcha. So basically, Brutus is like, us. There's no kindred like around here at the moment.
Okay.
Right. So Miss Tanya, did you roll?
Which one did you want me to roll? Sorry.
Wits and perception to figure out if you could find which key is the correct one.
Perception. My perception. Where is persuasion?
Awareness.
Yeah. Goodness
Awareness,
sakes.
yes.
There it is.
Sorry about that. I always want to say perception because that was what was.
D&D.
No, it's not just D&D. It was on the revised vampire sheet. They actually have different skill sets and everything.
Interesting.
Ha.
Hmm.
Okay,
Oh.
Miss Tanya, you're like, I don't know, probably this one.
It's shiny. I like that one.
I'll try
Okay,
that
so
one.
now here's what we're gonna do. You have a 1 in 4 chance. Oh, we're gonna do this percentage wise on a 1d100. So roll slash 1d100, and on 25 or below, you're gonna guess the right key.
All right. I'll try the one she says, and then we'll see if that one works. 9.
Okay,
Eh?
there you go. Look at you. It was her. She's not perceptive. That's not what she does. She just knows
She knew.
the spirits which key is the right one.
I'm still
Okay,
tapping your shoulder.
so you guys get in.
I'm tapping him like, someone's coming.
Someone's coming. Get inside.
Slip inside.
I go
Okay.
inside as well.
So as you guys come in, there is a person behind a desk. It's like kind of cop security guard type of guy, like barely like looks up at you. There is no elevator, but the stairs are on your left. And then immediately through the lobby here, you can see stairs that lead back to the other street behind you.
Like,
Also-
give him a wave and walk. Act
Also-
like I know the place.
Delia, I was just gonna say, are you going in? So I
Oh,
assume
wait,
you're going in if
I'm
you're waving.
invisible.
You were invisible because you were standing still.
Well, no, I was moving.
So
I
you're
have on
If you're moving now, you're no longer invisible. Oh, wait, that was the other thing.
Yeah,
That was what Josh
Okay.
asked for, yeah.
that was the thing
Yes,
I thought
you
I
are
had.
still invisible. So are you going with them or not?
I am going with them, but I am staying invisible.
Okay.
Um,
You wave
But
at
I'm
the
holding
security
on to-
guard.
I'm holding on to Sorka's arm so she knows I'm there.
she's
You wave at the security guard. The security guard waves back, and you're like, "Wait a second."
But then I realized someone else was waving at him.
Yeah, the lady behind you that walked in the door and is waving at the guard. Yeah.
And I thought that he was waving at me.
Okay. So I assume you three are headed up the stairs.
Sweet 301.
Of course, he lives in a walk
What
up.
are you doing? Because you were still like kind of behind in the alleyway, making your way back towards the door when they went in.
Does it look like the door locks when it closes?
Yes.
Shit.
Oh, well, if I know she's out there, I would wait and hold it for her.
Yeah, I'd tap you and just be like, get Lucia.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I'll slip in then.
So
Just,
let's see,
the door was malfunctioning, apparently.
let's see if the guard notices.
I say, quick, Brutus, get low.
Okay. So the guard looks up. When you're kind of propping the door open, Delia, and sees Lucia walking in, and notices that she didn't actually like a key in or anything. She just kind of walked in the door and starts to get up and like walk towards Lucia.
I give Brutus a scritch behind the ear and start making my way towards the stairs.
He's definitely going to intercept you before you get to the stairs. And he starts to say, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you live here?"
I'm visiting a friend.
Which apartment number? We have to buzz you up.
Lucy, there you are.
Hi.
And Sorka will smile and walk to the security guard. Thank you for being so diligent in worrying about our safety, and I'm turning on.
Okay. Why don't you give me, let's see, manipulation and
Persuasion? Or, sorry, charisma
yes.
then. Oh, no, you said manipulation. Yeah, persuasion.
Yeah, manipulation
persuasion.
And
Manipulation
where
doesn't
am I
sound like
supposed-
an attribute stat. It sounds like a skill every time I hear it. All right, so
Yeah,
persuasion.
it's manipulation, persuasion.
Mhm. And then I will add two.
Add the dice from all.
One dice.
Aw.
Aw. What does it say? Add the presence rating. Okay, so my presence rating is only.
Yeah, so look, if you have
I only have
two dots in presence.
I only have the one, so
Okay.
it's going to be one extra. Manipulation, bonus die 1, difficulty, change that to 0 so that we just know what it is. That is 3 successes.
Okay, yes, that is more than enough to convince Renikoff's security guard. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that she was with you. She came in kind of separately, so I just wanted to make sure."
She was taking the dog for a walk. You didn't want it to have an accident inside, did you?
Oh, he's such
Oh, of course not, ma'am. I'm very sorry.
It's quite all right. You were doing your job.
Like, he goes back and like sits down behind the station, and you complimented him for being good at his job, so he's like puffs up his coat kind of thing and is like sitting there making it look like he's like typing on the computer,
It's
being
like-
all
he's like,
efficient
"Hell
now.
yeah,
All of a
I am
sudden,
good at my job.
yeah, I am good at this job, aren't I?
As he pulls up Minkala on his computer.
This man was playing Galaga.
Yeah, his
Also,
Club Penguin. It's fine.
okay, so you guys make it upstairs. So upstairs of this place, there's a hallway with 4 doors on one side, 4 doors on the other, and then the stairs kind of continue to lead up. So there are 3 levels, and then 4 apartments on the one side of the street and 4 apartments on the other side.
301, correct?
That's what he said.
Very good. I'm not too familiar with the Anarchs. Are they a paranoid lot?
Would I know that?
Wait, would I? Wait, I don't know if I. Well, I'm the only one that's like technically a part of the Camarilla, or has
I
been.
mean, none of you have any actual lore. So if you want, you could
Ooh.
probably try
Well,
like an.
Never mind. I was gonna say I have etiquette in Camarilla, but not in Anarch.
I'm
That's
sure.
the
I'm
thing,
sure
it's-
the.
it's
I'm sure the
definitely
Camarilla
different.
has nothing good to say about them.
I'll make an etiquette intelligence to see what I know.
Yeah.
I'll say, from what I've heard, they are savages.
Checks out.
Hey, 2 successes.
Mm.
The most I can get.
Wait, I whisper that.
Okay.
I was being groomed before I went, batshit insane.
So Lucia, because you're a gangrel, a lot of gangrel are anarchs, so you do know a little bit. They definitely are. They fight against the rules an awful lot, but like they're smarter than most people give them credit.
Well, they may be a bit rebellious, but they are pretty smart. They wouldn't exist if they were otherwise. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah.
I can go first. You hear from like the middle of nowhere.
Whoever wants to go first.
Ah.
Sorka will take a step back.
Delia,
I
are you
can.
going? Because none of them can actually see you.
Yeah.
Yes. I whispered. I said, I'll go first. And I go.
At your own risk, I unlock the door.
Right. So what floor are you going up to?
It's Suite 3, right?
301.
301.
301, then the 3rd floor.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure if you were to like start knocking down doors on floor 2, we could do that.
Nah, I
Um,
go to the 3rd floor.
So you guys all head up to the 3rd floor and you find room 301.
I'll unlock the door and then just make a gesture at the empty air, probably facing away, like, alright, you can go.
Okay, so you guys know which key worked for the front doors, but you don't know which key worked for the doors to the apartment yet. There are 3 other keys that it could potentially be.
Well, the easiest way to figure this out, I try all the keys.
So you try all the keys and eventually you find out the one that actually works. You hear the lock click out of place.
And then I do the gesture, but I'm like not facing Delia, so I gesture for her to go if she wants.
Okay. Delia, are you going in first?
Yes, I think my internet is cutting out.
No. So, Delia, you open the door. And I will need a dex dodge from you.
You didn't check for traps.
That's why I was like, are they paranoid guys?
She said they were smarter than they seemed.
Yes. That's I think
We didn't have a
lost
rogue
Delia.
in
To
the
be
party.
fair, this is exactly why Lucia allowed her to go first. Was like, this is the best way for her to learn.
I assume something bad happened because I had to disconnect from my internet.
he's
But-
asking you to make a roll because something bad
Oh.
happened.
Yes, we need a dex dodge from you. I thought you died on us before the roll happened.
Dodge.
He's gonna give you the chance to dodge at least.
Well,
You
we don't
didn't
have
check
dodge.
for traps.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Like, can you hear me or not?
We can hear you, yes. You
do I
can't
get-
hear
Can't
us.
see you, but we can hear
Wait,
you.
we don't have. There's not a dodge roll.
Dex athletics.
Dexterity athletics.
Okay. I was just hello.
Hello.
I was saying it, and then, like, no one was responding. Just continuing, like, and I was just like,
Please don't die.
can I be heard? Can I get an extra dice because I am invisible?
No.
That trap can't see me.
can't hit what it can't see.
Traps are real,
Did it not
like
go?
people's.
One more time. I guess I did it wrong. Oh wait, no, I didn't.
Hey.
Mm.
Okay, so you get a messy critical. So here's what happens. You open the door, and you hear a click as you're opening the door. And at the last second, you see a string that's connected to the end of a shotgun. You immediately hit the deck as the shotgun fires over your shoulder. But a person down the other end of the hall sees both the shotgun blast and you popping out of midair. It's like,
I'll go, magic.
Magic.
So the first test of our magic act has worked. Good, good.
Delia stands up like, I stuck the landing.
Parkour.
But yes, I do that.
Okay, like, you hear, like, click as the door closes behind the person.
So who wants to take care of that?
We'll have to deal with that, yes.
Do I see any cameras around?
Are you alright?
I am all good. I was on the floor. I don't know if you could tell because I was invisible. So I didn't get hit.
That's good.
Yeah, you might want to deal with that guy who saw you.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't do the cleanup work.
Sarka will head to that door.
Yeah.
See, I'm the little sister.
Head inside.
You got this? Do you want any help?
No.
She'll step inside.
I look inside again and glance around to make sure that there is nothing else.
So no, not from the immediate look that you can see from in this part of the apartment.
Do I see any people?
No. To avoid the switch on the floor that drops the boulder that you have to run away from.
Lucia, watch out, because there was a trap.
I thought there might be.
I totally wouldn't have noticed.
That big bang thing that went on, yeah.
You seemed like you really wanted to go first, so I thought I'd let you.
I did, and everything turned out A-okay.
Good job.
Okay,
Yes.
so Sorka, why don't we start out with you first?
Sarka will knock on the door.
There's no answer.
Sarka will knock again a little more urgently. What was the apartment complex's name?
American Estates. It's on American.
American Estate Security.
Still no answer.
Of course not. She will think for just a moment. Then...
Heard a ruckus. Is everything alright?
Well, I'm just checking what I can do with something here. So that's interesting, and it feels like it's very narratively flexible, but it doesn't say what my limitations are on this power. So there's a power called Shadowcast, and basically it lets me make a shadow that can do stuff. It says I can direct the shadow, elongating or distorting it, but not detaching it at will, though it can sometimes act on its own accord at the storyteller's discretion. So either that means it's like Peter Pan's shadow, or it can just mess with stuff, but it's not clear if it can mess with stuff.
You're
And it
creating
says-
a murder shadow?
And it says for...
What page is it on?
It's in the Chicago book, because it's the La
Page.
Sombra stuff. Let me find it. Because I gotta pull mine up too. Chicago by Night.
Here we go. Shadowcat.
Yeah, basically it seems like it's something that can extend other powers, but it doesn't directly say if it can do anything itself. Basically, I just wanted it to unlock the door, which I'm trying to see if it can actually do that, which it seems like it may not, but now if I had Arms of Ahriman, I could have just had the tentacles unlock it.
Well, it doesn't look like it has a physical form.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was picking it
Like,
up.
it doesn't look like it can interact physically by itself. Like if
Okay.
you had the arms, you can cast the arms from the shadow.
Yeah, that's okay.
But without that, it doesn't look like it has the ability to manipulate stuff.
I just wanted a second opinion because it did say at your discretion. So I kind of interpreted it like the Peter Pan shadow, where it could just like fuck around as a shadow but not actually touch anything. Okay, I'm gonna just bust the door.
Sorka,
Yes.
can I take the shotgun down?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm
Okay.
taking the shotgun down. And I said, "Do you need this?" And I hold it out the door.
No.
And I pull it back in.
I'm gonna bust the door off the.
Okay, give me a strength and brawl.
And I do always have lethal body active, though I don't think that applies to physical objects, even though I could punch a hole through a human. But
Punch a
you know,
hole through
if
a
you
human,
feel like it would
Yes,
be
you do.
enough to help, because you know it's like
Then feats of strength.
yeah.
So this would be a feat of strength. So yes,
Oh,
it
does it say feat
apply.
of strength too?
Yeah.
Awesome. It also ignores armor if that applies. Okay. Strength plus brawl. Whoa. I don't know why it keeps insisting on difficulty too. Whoa. That would be 3 successes.
Okay,
Question.
and I was gonna. Yes.
When I put the shotgun back, can I actually go back out into the hallway and watch? Because a thought occurred in my head. What if that person is a kindred?
Hmm.
And so I want to make sure my sister is okay.
Huh. So you are able to bash in the door.
No, and not like a boot, but it is very much just a quick shoulder, pop it off the thing so that she can just open it, and she'll just say,
Basically, what happened is the wood where the handle connects probably broke off, and you pop the chain to the door.
"Yes, that was what I was hoping for." And just a quick look around.
You got 3 successes, and I was giving it about a difficulty of 3. You didn't get 8 successes and smash your shape into it as you ran through it.
Yeah. Just make a Sorka-sized hole.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you get into the apartment, all the lights are turned off, which you're like, perfect.
Yeah, excellent. How loud is my dear Delia being to come help me?
I'm just walking.
I'll wait for Delia, and then I will close. And I know there's a chain, but usually there's a latch lock too. I'll wait for her to get in, and then I'll just fix the latch lock on there, so that
the issue is
Mhm.
the chain popped off, so you broke the chain.
Oh no! I mean the bolt latch. So the chain.
Right. So that was locked when you hit the door. What I was saying was the wood that's behind the bolt.
Okay, so we busted through all of it. Okay, not just the chain.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I won't fix the door in place. Then I'll just close it enough that it looks closed to anybody who might be looking. And if the door,
you can close the door. It's just not locked.
yeah, no, I wanted to close the door, so I figured the closing mechanism was stuck and the chain was broken, but the bar lock would have still been closable because that would have slowed any runners down. But if it can close, it'll still slow them.
I'm walking to the door, but I have the shotgun behind my back. So if someone from the front saw me, they wouldn't just see me slugging around a shotgun. Now from the back, that's a different question. But yes,
I'll close.
Okay, so
I'll close the door when
let
she's
you in the door and close the door. So
yeah, no, I was saying when I was walking down the hallway though, I had the shotgun with me, but I had it behind my back, and I was just walking and casually just trying to make it, but obviously trying to make it casual. I was looking around, just I'm not holding anything behind my
nobody would
back.
have noticed. Totally casual.
But then I walk in the door.
Delia,
And I say, just
this is
in time.
actually a problem for you because the whole apartment is dark and black because all the lights are on. And you are going to have a bit of trouble seeing.
That's okay. I say it is quiet in here. And dark.
Yes, it's almost like
As
nobody was
As
home.
you take stock of the apartment, Sorka, let me just give you what you can see from here. So,
Yes.
to the right opens up into a small galley kitchen that has a cutout that looks into the rest of the apartment. And in front of you, there's a small hallway. There's a door on the left side of the wall, and then it kind of opens up into what looks like a living space.
So light switch
Is
by the
anybody
door?
home?
Is there a light switch next to the door?
Yes.
God, can I turn on the lights?
Certainly.
I flip on the switch.
Okay.
And I brace for impact.
There are 15 people with guns.
So the switch turns on and the apartment explodes.
Yeah, that's why I was bracing for impact.
What kind of apartment complex is this?
The
Oh, wait.
apartment
No,
complex
wait.
called the-
I turn on the light switch and immediately drop to the floor.
Okay. So you turn on the light switch and the lights turn on. You hit the deck and you're like,
What are you doing?
Hiding
Just
from
in case there was
shotguns.
another shotgun.
Why would there be another shotgun?
You can never be too careful. I say, like I knew that 5 minutes ago.
Check the kitchen.
Okay,
yeah, well,
Usually
every time
people
Delia
tend to-
turns on the light, she's gonna drop to the floor.
Usually people will try to hide in the bathroom or the bedroom, thinking it's safe. I'll start to head to the bedroom.
Then why do you want me to check the kitchen?
You can never be too sure.
Okay, then I'll go to the bathroom after I check the kitchen.
Catch the chicken.
Yes.
She takes the chicken from
Yeah,
the
she
kitchen.
checks the chicken.
Check the chicken.
So Delia
Yeah, I-
finds a rubber chicken in the.
Oh shit, it's a setup.
He's been
I-
had.
I'll go into the kitchen now.
Right, so give me a wits awareness, Delia.
And I will open the fridge. I hope you know.
Okay.
Do I get extra dice?
4.
I do not know. Doesn't hurt to ask.
No.
But do
Worst
I get
people
it?
say
No.
no. The lights are on. Okay. It's not a difficulty of 2. Oh no! I keep fucking up.
That's
Me
not
too.
terrible.
Not
You
bad.
got 2 successes.
It is, however, a bestial failure.
Yeah.
Is it really? Holy crap. Okay, so this is gonna be fun.
We're all gonna
Um,
die.
No.
You didn't go with the flow.
The chicken starts talking to her.
A shotgun.
You are like hell bent on finding this person, and your beast comes out. You're like, I am checking that goddamn fridge. And you like rip the fridge door off the hinges.
I want to be looking in every
So
single
big. You hear
cabinet.
this like screeching of metal.
Yeah, the paranoia sets in. You're checking everything.
I do have a question because she's technically a Malkavian.
I mean, not technically,
Not
definitely.
Mhm.
Well, because we also don't believe in
Oh, that's fair.
in things.
Yes.
But because she's technically a Malkavian,
Yes.
does
my
the chicken start
conclusion.
talking to her?
Start
Shoot,
talking
I
to
didn't-
her?
Yeah, does the chicken start talking to the Malkavian?
The chicken.
The
Oh,
chickens.
sure. The chicken can be talking to you. No, actually, what your bestial failure is you're checking literally everything. You're
Yeah.
checking like the drawers for the person, checking the cabinets for the person, you're
Yes.
checking like maybe you should peel up all the tiles in the kitchen to make sure they're not under there.
Yeah. Make sure there are no hidden floorboards.
Secret panels. Or,
Yeah.
That's what I think is going on, and the
And then
whole
I punch
time
a hole
like
in the wall.
you're hearing that goddamn that chicken won't shut the hell up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Come on.
literally, I'm sitting there and I'm opening the door and I'm like, I hear you somewhere. Where are you? And I like rip the door off of the cabinet. I'm like, I know you're in here. You're not
He's
under the
behind
sink.
mac and cheese
You're
back
not-
there.
You're not in any of these big cabinets, so you must be fucking tiny as shit.
You must be in the
They're
dishwasher.
hiding in the Tim Tams.
He's like
Yes.
totally climbing in each of the cabinets too, like
Yes,
climbing
and-
in bodily and like just knocking everything in
And
the
I have,
cabinets
like,
out.
I find one of those, I find like a thing of penne pasta, and I'm looking in each individual noodle.
No, that's very Malkavian. I dig it.
Okay,
I'm like,
so on the
I-
Sorka.
I know
where
you're
are
in
you
there
checking first?
somewhere.
In the bedroom.
Yeah, the bedroom.
Okay. So you go into the bedroom. It's kind of a small bedroom because most of the apartment complex is taken up by like the living room area. So there's enough room for a small bed in here, a closet, like a window with some drapes, and that's about like all that really fits. There's like some piles of dirty clothes. Give me a wits awareness, please.
Oh, bestial failure.
We're doing great.
Yeah, fantastic.
You also ripped the door off its hinges. You find them.
What is your clan's thing? I don't even remember for.
Mine is pretty awful. It's like a hyper fixation when I fail. Let me find.
Oh yeah, so you. Okay.
Ruthlessness. To a Sombra, failure is not an option. Their blood will urge them to act conceivable to reach their goals, or urge them to any act conceivable to reach their goals, whether in the moment or in Byzantine plots lasting centuries. Any setback is felt profoundly, and they quickly escalate to their most ruthless of methods until they achieve their aims.
This guy's gonna suffer.
The next time the vampire fails any action, they receive a 2 dice penalty to any and all rolls until a future attempt at the same action succeeds. So basically, if I fail another roll, then I will just suck at everything until I succeed in finding another person who needs to die.
If you check somewhere and they're not there.
Yeah, that could be it too. Because I'm specifically looking for this person.
Them.
Yeah, so if I can't find this person, basically, then I will just be terrible until I find another person that I'm looking for.
You just relentlessly hunt them.
Yeah, as of right now, neither of you has found this person.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Sorka,
can I check to see if he's in the penne pasta?
You did not find him in the penne. Maybe check the rigatoni.
All right,
rigatoni has bigger centers to it.
But then also, if they're really tiny, they can hide behind the corner of the elbow pasta. So.
You have to break those ones in half.
Mm-hmm.
We just wish to ask you a couple of questions. If you come out, it will be much easier for you.
The oxen free. So far, there is no answer.
Why is there so much pasta in this place?
It's just every cabinet is full of pasta.
They're Italian.
So, checked under the bed, checked the closet, all of that good stuff. I'll go check the bathroom.
He's in the kitchen. I can feel it.
The wits awareness.
Watch the door.
I'm watching every single door in this kitchen. Don't worry.
Every single cabinet door.
He could be a what's that one?
Motherfucker's not getting past me.
He could be
Nobody
a polymorph.
gets past me.
He could actually be the door.
He's got like
Messy
pasta all
critical.
over the kitchen floor.
Hey.
But 3. It's not counting the. It's not counting the 10. Why is it not counting the 10? Interesting. Let's find out. ATM messy critical. Does that?
Do you roll again if you get a 10 on Hunger Dice?
You roll again if you get 2 10s. Or no.
A messy critical is a win where 1 or more 10s is on the Hunger Dice pool. The character will succeed at their risk, but like an animal or a monster would, as if the beast had a hand in determining the win. How do you roleplay this? You have a few options: by breaching the masquerade or breaking a personal conviction and gaining a stain, Loss of 1 dot of an advantage if there is no way to determine what a messy critical would look like, such as Wit's awareness test. The test simply fails as the god damn it! Why did I read that? As the beast clouds the character's senses and makes a quiet solution unobtainable. Well, that's
Yeah, that's kind of the
sucky.
problem, is that you're getting so pissed off at this point that you're just like shredding the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. Would no, I think if you just roll a critical on the hunger die, you can't fix it with a willpower roll because it's still going to be there. Fuck.
Because you can't change the.
Yeah, you can't get rid of it. Okay. So
I feel like if you're if you're literally ripping apart the bathroom though, like you would find him
if
he's
they're
in there.
if they're in the bathroom.
It could also be that you find them, but you're loud about it, or something like that.
I mean, there's a lot of different things that there's a lot of different ways we could go about this, but for now, you shred the bathroom and you are unable to find him.
Where the fuck are you? And it is very much Sorka losing their cool.
I would say not in the elbows.
It's
Did
been a
you
few
look
minutes,
under the sink?
so we'll say at this point, you guys start to hear sirens outside.
That's what I was worried about.
You haven't checked the living room yet?
We entered through the living room.
But did you check the living room closet?
Did you check the elbow pasta in the living room?
Why is there
I am I feel like the floor is covered in pasta and juices, and literally just everything is on the ground.
I'll enter the kitchen. Did you see any sign of him?
I hear him.
Is there any alcohol or anything flammable in here?
Yes, definitely.
Probably
yes.
on the floor.
Like literally everything in this kitchen is on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna set up some since she has the pasta everywhere. I'm gonna set up a pot and then just dump a bunch of oil on the stove and put like one of the dish rags and make it look like there was a grease fire.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna burn this person's apartment to the ground.
As well as
Yeah,
everything else
inside
under
it.
it.
That's fine. I don't care about that. I don't have a masquerade to uphold.
Scorched earth policy.
Listen, this is what happens when a La Sombra fails.
Literally.
Everything needs to burn.
I just love that Tanya's like,
Tanya's not here to stop us. Yeah, no, I'm gonna burn the apartment so that the sirens will think that there's something else going on instead. That's how she justifies it in her mind. So yeah,
It's
burn
alright.
it. Just
Can
burn
you tell
the
we were cut from the same cloth?
Yeah, exactly. So she says, "Let's go."
But we didn't find him yet.
Yes. He'll come
I
out.
know.
He'll come out. And so,
Gonna smoke them out.
yeah, going to pull Delia out, and then once we're in the hall, I'm just going to park her in front of the door and say, "If he comes out, end him."
But what? Wait. Let me just check in the drain pipes in the sink.
No.
But
He's not.
wait, but
The sink is on fire now.
That chicken is telling me if I just go back in there for like another minute, I will find him.
I mean, I think even insane vampires know not to fuck with fire.
Yeah, no.
So
Oh, no,
the kitchen's on fire. He's not
But
in the
if-
sink.
Delia is definitely like not going back in there, but like she really wants to.
And then also though, but if I'm standing out here and the whole place catches on fire,
Don't be here
then
when it's
I
on.
am.
Don't be here when it's on fire. He's going to
But
be
it's-
out before that happens.
But it's on fire now.
When the hallway's on fire, come find us. I'm going to walk back to the other apartment, and I'm sure we should find out what they've been up to while we were rooting things.
Lucia and Tanya, let's see if
Any
your
more
stuff
successful.
goes better.
Yeah. So a couple things that Lucia's gonna do. She's gonna give. She's gonna go to the fridge and see if there's any food in there, and if it's any good and not spoiled, she's gonna give it to Brutus. She's gonna collect some clothes. Just like grab a trash bag, stuff some clothes in there, and then she's also gonna ask. She's also gonna ask Miss Tanya to help her look for anything relating to Camarilla or Anarchs or anything in general.
Okay.
Also phone. Also look with like phone numbers and shit.
When you look in the fridge, you will find food in there, like nothing perishable. So it's all very much like prepackaged stuff that like won't go bad. Basically, like if somebody looks in the fridge, there's food in this fridge. Definitely a human. Nothing to see here.
Oh, fake out food.
Yes, there's specifically no takeout food. There's no like lunch meat stuff. It's all like packaged, preservative, chemical stuff that will like last on the shelf for like ever.
So you don't have to replace it. Money saving.
I take out the peanut butter, just unscrew it, and let Brutus have at it.
Oh.
Bruce is strong, so like he gets his snout stuck in there, and probably like pries the entire plastic bottle in half with his. It doesn't like break because it's plastic, but like he stretches it out with his hand with his little paws.
Yeah. But yeah, then I'll go pick up some clothes, and I'll ask Tanya to help me find like list of phone numbers and anything mysterious, anything relating to not mortal life. And just and she's not looking over it. She's just kind of like tossing it in the bag.
Gotcha. Miss Tanya, where are you headed? Which, by the way, let me describe the apartment. It's basically exactly the same layout. It seems like all these apartments are likely the same thing. So as soon as you walk in, have the kitchen to your right. It goes down the hallway with the door to your left. Then the living room, then the bedroom, and basically the entire apartment. It's like a small one-bedroom apartment.
I'd probably go to living room, check bookcases, desk, and also activate Sense the Unseen, in case.
Give me a rouse check, please, Miss Tanya.
I don't want to do that. Gonna be not good if I...
Come on, your dice can't get any worse than ours.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, all right.
Alright, so you're like, go invisible.
No, I'd Sense the Unseen. It's to find
To
any.
see if anyone
Aspect
went invisible.
one.
Yeah, you see the aura.
I'm attuned to dimensions beyond the mundane.
This is the fun one that messed with you last time. Let me bring it up again.
There's something supernatural hiding.
The one that it feels very weird not having, because I think all of my other characters had it. I don't think Josie did. I'm just used to playing.
They have some weird camera, something or another hidden.
God, I just remembered Viper! Sorry, I forgot about him for some reason.
We all forgot about him. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, he is
Dang.
silent, so...
He was stricken
Okay,
from the records.
so-
He noped out hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's the unseen is wits plus auspex. Do me a favor and roll a wits plus auspex.
B plus 2. I don't. But I get 2 for aspects. And admit, how about 2 successes, bestial failure?
See, it's everybody. We're just cursed tonight.
Crap.
I don't know what. Oh, that just rolled wits. It didn't add my.
Oh, it did just roll wits. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so
Because I just added 2 for the for
If you're searching for something, you want
Aspects.
to add your awareness to it.
yeah, so just roll the d10s for your awareness, and we'll see.
awareness. Where? More
Okay,
success.
so you got one more success, so that I think that means you're good. If you got 2 successes and 1 failure, it's not a bestial failure, right?
But there's 2 ones.
No, it's not a bestial failure.
It has to be a failure. To be a
If
bestial
you
failure.
succeed overall, it's not a bestial failure, I believe. If
Wait,
you rolled
I
that
got-
Because
all
it's
once,
it's the more failures than successes that causes that.
Okay.
but you're going all spaceballs. You ain't found shit.
We are so good at this, guys.
You don't sense anything spiritual in nature here. This is definitely this Bruja Anarch is definitely like not on the spirit realm.
Does he have at least any good books I can borrow?
Permanently.
Probably like the Anarch Cookbook, Communist Manifesto.
So light
those
reading.
yeah, probably a lot of like political books.
You find a secret stash.
Okay, so see, you got some clothes, and you go back to talk to Miss Tanya to see if you two can find anything. Miss Tanya is gone.
Oh, okay. I guess I look for like phone numbers and anything that might be relating to Anna.
Wait, she's not gone. She used also. I keep thinking she used sense or the
She's doing her
Invisible.
thing.
not sense the unseen. It keeps
Out there.
messing with me.
Yeah.
This is my first night back. It's been too long since I played that.
But I'll look
I'm
for.
very sorry.
I'll look for anything that has to do with Anarchs or Camarilla or even just or even like Coyote, because there's someone named Coyote.
So there certainly is someone named Coyote based on your conversations with Andrew.
Mhm.
Don't see any references to Coyote in the apartment.
All right. She'll look for things like if there is like a list of like phone numbers or anything, she's definitely gonna take that. And she's not really.
There's not like a list of phone numbers, but there may be some phone numbers or like appointments on sticky notes. Like on
Sticky
the
note
fridge, there
person.
might be like a sticky note that's like Friday at like 10:30 p.m. at Electric Factory.
Okay. She'll
Like
take.
you'll find like little pieces of paper like that.
Okay, she's not gonna look into it too deeply right now. She's just collecting stuff.
Okay.
If
Anything?
you want anything about anarchs, I got a book that'll tell you how to cook them.
That sounds delicious. Make sure to pick that up.
All right.
And she
She has been eating him, to be fair.
yeah, and she's just gonna collect stuff right now. Anything that looks like it might be useful or valuable.
I mean, like it's got like a flat screen TV.
Oh, not that kind of valuable.
Probably like a laptop.
She'll take the laptop.
There's nothing super expensive in here or anything like that. Like it looks like he can barely maintain the apartment.
Yeah, that's fine. It's less about like monetary value and information. It's more about information value.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you'll get a few sticky notes in the laptop. That's about he has in here.
Cool.
You
And
do,
one
however, start to smell smoke.
I do have one other question.
Okay.
Do I, as I pass the window, happen to see somebody scrambling down any fire escape?
That is a very good question. Give me it's awareness.
Clever girl.
Hey, I'm a hunter. This is what I do. Wait.
I have a way you can justify looking out.
Oh yeah.
When you did the perimeter search, you noticed if there was a fire escape or not, and then you wanted to check to see if that was another way out. So
That
you
is
glanced
true.
out the window.
That would make more sense than just randomly looking out a window.
That is true. She was looking at escape routes before.
There you go. You're welcome.
There you go. We don't meta here.
We just help each other.
Um,
Oh no, I got pinged as an
I
admin.
will. What the heck? I'll spend a willpower to reroll that one.
Oh.
Whoops. That's not what you do.
Regardless if you re-roll it, though, it's still going to be a messy critical. You can't re-roll your.
My bloodlust kicks in.
Yeah.
Still just a 2. Well, actually,
No.
no, it's a 4. Because they're both 10s. So never mind. That's stupid. Why would I reroll that?
Right. It's a critical. Like so, you said you got a critical success, just a messy critical.
Yep. And I think for this, my beast might kick in. Where? Ah!
Okay. Here's what I'll say. Your beast kicks in, because you sense prey.
Mm-hmm.
You like rip open the window and jump out on the balcony, and like immediately this person fleeing down below you. And then in spite of the cops, you like pop your claws and like go charging after the person.
I am going to. I'm going to ride the wave. Is he out in the open right now?
So the issue is that he's below you on the grates.
Below me. He's still on the fire escape.
Yes, and to be clear, there are police below you as well.
Alright, but they're not looking up yet. Are they?
Not yet, no.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna ride the wave and I have my target. So, I'm going to do the thing a predator does. Grab him, grab a kill, and drag him off into the darkness.
Hopefully quietly.
Hopefully quietly.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Alright.
Just a roll.
Just a roll.
Just a roll.
Ooh,
So you're going to
said
be
my claws
using.
dropped?
Yeah, so your claws are out, so you're going to be using strength and brawl.
Okay. Strength and brawl.
Poor Tanya. This was supposed to just be a milk run.
I didn't even want to go in the first place.
You should know by now, there's no such thing as a milk run.
Just sitting back watching.
We're going with the flow.
Yeah, but the flow.
You didn't say
The
which
flow
flow.
is the beast. The
So,
flow is the beast, so that's the problem. Is everybody's like, I'm gonna go with the flow, and
Yeah,
the beast is
Caine-
like, okay, cool.
Caine
I'll
told
take
us to
over.
embrace the beast, and that's what we're doing.
yeah. So I feel like she just like drops the bag of goodies next to Tanya, and there's
I feel like you're because it's a messy critical. You don't have distance really over your actions, so you just drop the stuff and like run.
Yep. Okay.
We'll just keep it on
You're
your back.
you're just chasing this dude.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
Okay. Now, you got a lot of successes. So he was going to scream before. That is an extreme number of successes. So I'm going to give you a 50-50 shot.
Ripping his throat out.
Yeah, do you want one or two?
Go with the flow.
Let's go
Do
with
whatever
two.
you.
Two? All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So he yells loud enough, and like kind of makes a gurgling sound, and the police look up, start to yell.
Good thing it's dark out.
Right, but I mean, he made enough noise that you were noticed.
Yeah, they see a dark figure on the balcony.
I mean, it's not like they're like, "Oh my God, we have a spotlight on Lucia, and we know exactly
Yeah.
what she looks like."
Yeah.
But they definitely know that somebody is on the balcony and just like murdered somebody as their intestines fell down onto the pavement.
Am I still riding the beast?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is the beast still calling for blood, or did this satisfy it?
Oh no, you're like you probably want to like roll around in this while you're here.
Okay. I'm
Like a cat with a ball of yarn, you kind of like bat at his corpse, you know.
Yeah, I guess
At
I'm
the sudden
playing
urge
around
to
with
like
it.
push his body off the.
Yeah, I play around with it a bit in the shadows, and if I get shot at, then more people are gonna die.
You have the sudden urge to push his body off the fire escape like a glass off a table. You know.
I do that.
Yeah, but it has
Don't
the
do that.
railings. So.
Okay, I don't do that. No, that's too much. I am riding the wave though, so I feel like I am going to just like grab the body and just drag it off into the darkness.
So you hear yells from behind you that are like stop, but if you like walk right back in and if you run back up the fire escape and hop back in the apartment, you'll be fine. They won't be able to shoot you by the time you get in. But at this point, there are police coming up the steps.
Wouldn't
Of
the
the fire?
smoke
Now-
detectors be going off
his
yet?
apartment's fucking
The
on
smoke
fire. I'm
detectors
not
are
getting
definitely
back in
going
there.
off, yes.
No, you're not getting back in there, but you're going to get back in the one you came out of.
Alright, sure, I'll do that. No.
The smoke detectors are definitely going off at this point. They probably have sprinklers because it's a commercial building. Like the sprinklers will have gone off.
Not the if they go off in the hallway, I want to try and hit them so that they with the shotgun so that it breaks them.
You know that breaks the valve off and makes more water, right?
I break it to death.
Try and hit it though to try and stop it from
Yeah,
moving.
give
but
me a strength brawl.
good thing I'm not good at it.
That'll probably help.
Until now.
Yeah, and then I'm suddenly gonna get like a fucking crit. No, I got one success.
Okay, yeah, one success is like kind of tap it with the end of the gun, but like you're
And I just-
kind of short and it's kind of up there, so you're like
Kinda-
can't really.
It just kind of
You get like a glancing blow.
like how my when I moved into this apartment, my sprinkler in my bathroom literally was just like hanging out of the ceiling. It's just one of those. It just kind of pops out.
Tanya, time to go. I'm like licking my fingers. My claws.
Are you
So
done
Lucia
now?
Lucia comes back in. She's probably got like half of this guy. She's dragging him by the foot. She's just like half covered in blood.
Weren't we supposed to learn something from him?
That's what the bag is for. Let's take it and go.
Fine. Fine.
Don't worry. It's gonna. Is that fire?
Yes. Yes. I believe
That
the
fire?
building's on fire.
Did you drag the person back inside?
I just grabbed like. No, I was just licking the blood off it because I was.
Oh, I thought you said
Where's
you
the
were dragging the
person?
body back into the shadows. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you did.
So yeah, I did. I probably dragged the body like upwards.
Are they alive or dead?
Oh, he's very dead.
Okay.
She straight up a visit. This was like a random human.
Hmm. Well, I see that he's dead. That's
Good job. You caught him, and I ate him. Sorry. I can't eat him. I vomit.
Yet.
yeah. And that's where the annoyed look comes in, and it's just we needed him alive.
And it's hot.
So
And it's raining indoors.
now the building is on fire, and we have a dead body.
Right. Let's get a wits awareness from everyone.
Oh,
We're
and there
coming
are,
up the
there
stairs.
are there are people in uniforms outside.
Yes, the police. They're here investigating the shotgun that was set off.
I'm singing in the rain.
I can't put a penalty on this, so just take off the
So we have 2 more messy criticals.
take off the last 2 dice that are not the hunger.
Wait, the messy critical was me?
Yeah, you and
So I only have
Miss Tanya.
the
It's
2
raining
successes.
indoors.
Okay, Red. So you hear footsteps running down the hall. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Delia, that chicken is telling you that guy is definitely still in that apartment, and you should go find him.
But
You really like a good idea. I mean, there's water now, so should be fine.
would the beast actually tell me to go towards fire, though?
And there's water now, so you'll be all right. Okay.
I scoped out some escape routes. We can use those. Let's go.
Well, I mean, I'm going back into the apartment
No, we're not.
that's on fire because that's what the beast is telling me. No, I didn't say that out loud. I'm going back in. My AirPod. I need to switch. Is the microphone
I can
worse?
still hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the apartment. Is it on fire still?
It's like smoking at this point.
I feel like with some twinge of the beast still hanging around, Lucia's just gonna like grab Delia, throw her over her shoulder.
Well, I was in the hallway while you guys were in the other apartment.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah, my sister told me to stay there in case he comes out of the
Yeah,
apartment.
she's guarding.
Where is Delia?
Oh, I
So
assumed that
there
it was
is
while you
there
guys
is
weren't there.
you open the door and there's like a bunch of black smoke that comes out. You're like, oh, it's great that I don't have to breathe.
It's time to go.
Mhm.
Mm,
Where's Delia?
She's guarding the apartment.
I just start heading downstairs. I'm done. It's ruining my complexion. I'm done.
Mhm.
Let's go grab Delia and get out of here. This has been a real evening.
Okay.
Okay. So Boots that are running down the hallway with the police. But the police are now between you and Delia is the issue.
I guess I'll poke my head out of this apartment. Are they're heading to the apartment that's on fire, right?
Yes, and as you open the door, you almost hit a police officer running down the hallway.
Officer, what is it?
They just yell like, stay inside, as they like run by.
You heard the man. Hopefully everything is fine out there. So it's just kind of
You
like,
say as smoke.
yeah, no, I'm saying it loud enough for you to hear that
Oh.
they're. Hopefully they'll be able to put that fire out, and whoever's inside is okay. And just close the door. Fire escape.
Fire escape. I take the body with me.
No. Smack your hands.
You would so here's how this is gonna happen because this is hysterical. So you go out the fire escape first, then Miss Tanya and then Lucia comes behind you, and the only reason you notice she still has the body is because you hear it thunking on the steps like thunk, thunk, and you're like, hell is
Yeah, it's just no. Just smack.
why do you
Just
still
gonna
have
smack
that?
your hands. Put that down.
Mhm. I let it go.
Okay, so I'm gonna need dexterity and checks from you three. While you are doing that, we're gonna figure out how things are going on Delia's end.
What? Dexterity, athletics for climbing down.
No, dexterity and stealth because there's still
stealth.
police there
I
down
only
there.
heard the dexterity. Sorry, stealth as well. Okay.
Okay, so Delia did hear that there are people coming into the apartment that you're in. So what are you planning on doing? The fire is mostly out at this point. Ugh, excuse me.
I have already checked the kitchen, and the chicken just told me that he is still in the apartment. So, and I know I know my sister, Sorka, had checked the bedroom and the bathroom. So I'm going to check the living room. Is there an open window that shows me that he left out the window?
There is no open window, but as you walk up to the window, there is a fire escape outside.
Do I see them running down it?
No.
hold up his head in the window and go rah rah rah.
People are coming. He's still in the apartment, but it's not on fire
No.
anymore.
Sorry. That would only be one success. Because it would be a -2. So the first success and the first failure wouldn't count because the second 2 are bonuses. So I am going to willpower and get at least one more reroll, 1 dice.
I have a question about my
Okay,
dice
one
rolls,
success.
though.
Okay.
It just rolled 2 dice, and they both look to be blood dice.
Yeah.
What do you have in stealth and dexterity?
I have 2 in dexterity, nothing in stealth.
So that's where your
So you
2
rolled
come
2
from,
dice.
and if you have 2
You got
hunger,
one
then they
success.
both
I have
are
3
rolled.
hunger,
So then all your dice are being rolled in the hunger pool.
Jeez,
but I only
Brutus.
have
Yes.
2.
So you only have 2 dice to roll, so both of them were rolled as hunger dice.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, that
interesting.
explains it. All right.
See, you definitely failed. Oh, that's
100%.
Brutus. Brutus definitely failed.
What did Brutus do?
Brutus definitely
4, 5,
failed.
6,
Jesus
7,
Christ,
9,
this
10.
dog.
10.
There's no way 10 successes is enough.
Brutus is the knight.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I guess.
Completely forgot there's a dog.
Mhm. Hmm.
So, Rin, you only got 2
One-
successes,
One
right?
success.
1 success. Tanya only got 1 success.
I got 3. Brutus got 10.
So Lucia, you're being pretty quiet. Brutus is like invisible. And Miss Tanya and Sorka are unfortunately kind of bumbling down the steps. They make enough noise to alert the police down below you because there are still police at the cars down there. They start yelling up at you like, "Hey, who's up there?"
I'm trying to get out of this building. It's on fire. There's
This is a
smoke
fire
everywhere.
escape. Yeah, I'm assisting her. This is a fire escape. We're getting out of the building while it's on fire.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be the sensible thing to do?
Give me a charisma and persuasion.
I don't know if assisting is actually a thing here, but I do have awe on.
Give yourself a +1, Miss Tanya.
Could I do subterfuge? And what was the other one? Charisma?
Yeah, you could do
Well, you
charisma
are
and
lying.
subterfuge, I suppose. I mean, she's
Fine.
not lying is the thing. She's
It's a white
Yeah.
lie. It's
I can
slightly
roll it
lying.
if it would be.
I'm
better.
not as. I mean, I
so
don't
you
care.
can do subterfuge, but you would just basically change your statement. You would say like, "Oh, I'm so scared. You know, there was a fire up here. We're just trying to escape the building."
And I heard all these loud noises, and I'm just an ordinary person, and you know I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's
Definitely
going on.
not a vampire.
Oh my
no.
god!
Oh crap!
Oh my god, we are.
I didn't know you could bestial failure and messy critical at the
You
same
got both.
time.
You got both.
How does that happen? I'm so confused. Can't be a bestial failure. right?
The
We need to-
building
we need to just
explode.
have Benny
The building
Hill
just
music start
explodes.
playing.
It's just chaos.
Because I have more failures on my blood dice than successes. That
Oh, yeah,
means,
you rolled 2 1s.
yeah.
But you also have
You're-
even successes and failures.
Well, she has more than one. She has 3 ones.
Yeah, she has 3. She has 3 1s, and 2 of them are bestial.
But total, she
I don't
has
even
more
know how to
failures than
interpret
successes.
that.
Oh
Well, it's
god.
our first session back, and it will be our last as well.
Yeah. Oh god.
Well, I got 2 10s at least, so I got that.
That's what I mean. You got both a critical failure, a messy critical, and a bestial failure.
She's real
I am so
scared.
confused.
It's all in the
They
cards.
just
you
don't
both
hear you.
both succeed and fail.
Because
You do
I
it-
picked the 6 of swords, and that's where you're having problems, and you're trying to get
Okay,
away from
so-
your problems.
Here's the way we're gonna do this. You succeed in the fact that they're going to let you down. The way that we're gonna do this, the way you set everything, they're suspicious of you. So they want to detain you. They're not just gonna let you go. So something in your voice like let out the beast, and we're a little bit itchy when you said everything.
Aggressive.
Yeah, just a tad. So, you
Because
get
I'm
down
Southern, isn't it? Prejudice.
there.
So
Yankees.
yeah. When it becomes clear that the 2 of us, because clearly Lucia and Brutus are not visible, she'll just nudge Tanya and say, "Just follow my lead." All right, we're coming down. We'll answer any questions. There's nothing to hide here, after all.
Okay. So now that that's settled, let's switch back to Delia.
I guess I'll just leave out the fire escape.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
anticlimactic, but
Oh, hi, Delia.
from what I can tell,
whisper.
it's not.
I'm
So-
probably sitting there and I hand her a severed hand. I'm like, how are you doing?
You need a hand?
quietly.
I was picturing the 2 apartments being on different sides of the hallways, but I don't think that's correct.
No, so what it is it's like the fire escape are on the long ends of the building. So it's not like the front and the back street. The fire escapes are on the side. There's a side window to each apartment that leads to it.
Oh. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'll get down.
Okay. So you and Lucia are now on the fire escape, and you see Miss Tanya and Sorka below. As you go outside the window,
Oh,
the
I left the
police-
shotgun in there, by the way.
Okay.
In the
Police burst
apartment.
into the room behind you. So I'm going to need a dexterity and stealth from you, if you can get out, before they see you at the window.
Can I get a plus for smoke?
Yeah, sure. Give yourself a +1.
Cool.
Don't get a bestial failure and messy critical all at the same time. I've never ever seen that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 successes, so you're good. So you make it out, no problem. The police burst in the apartment just as you make your way down the first set of steps. Because the police are now focused on Sorka and Tanya, you, Lucia, and Brutus are all able to slip down unnoticed.
Do I see, like... Because I noticed that they are, interacting with the Popo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I see someone who looks like they're, like, in charge?
Nobody that looks in charge. So, thing is, like, there hasn't been enough time for an actual like crime scene to be set up or
Yeah.
anything like that. basically these are just kind of like the first responder, police officers that were on the street. So it
Do I
looks like
see-
they're all kind of beat cop.
Okay. Is there someone like in the back that's like not speaking? If that makes like someone who isn't like on them, but isn't the one that's like taking the action.
Yeah. So we'll say there's like 6 officers on here, 6 officers down here, and like 2 of them hung back. Like 2 of them are at the cars, and then 4 of them are talking to Miss Tanya and Sorka.
I want to turn on Blush of Life.
Yep.
Fuck. It's okay.
Angry.
It's all right. The guys who's like in the back, and I'm like, this isn't even acting. I act really confused and crazy, and I'm like kind of like I'm like
Oh,
not
Lord
crazy.
Jesus, there's a fire.
Look,
like-
there's a guy up there in that apartment. This chicken keeps telling me that he's still in there. You need to go find that motherfucker.
You did find him. He's this hand right here. There you go.
Oh. And I like I'm like I like cough and stuff, and I'm like, what's going on? I was sleeping.
Bruce
kinda
and I are just
starting to
staying
turn
hidden in
around.
the bushes, just
Yeah.
like eyeing the police like they're toys, and just waiting
Okay.
for something to happen.
But then I make
He's in the
Contact
bushes
with
waving with the
him.
hand on the end of the...
but
So they turn around and they say, this is a crime scene, miss. There was a fire.
obviously I just came from up there. But we make eye contact.
And yeah, they would have no reason not to look you in the eye.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think about how to. I need a few seconds to figure this out.
Okay?
Hmm. What would be the best thing to do? Actually, nah. The eye contact wouldn't matter because compel wouldn't. I don't think I would have anything that could help them in this scenario because it's only a single. Or wait, no, it's a single action command within a short sentence.
Hmm.
So I make eye contact with them, and no roll is required against an unprepared mortal victim. It's free.
So here's the problem. It's one target.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say, make eye contact with one of them. Seems like the more confident. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know how like you can like look at someone and just be like, the partner duo, that guy wears the pants,
No, I get you.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I say, like, go. That's my sister.
Okay, you kind of cut out there. Can you try that again?
Yeah, I basically say,
Cut out right
you have
again.
to let them.
It's the same spot you
Same
cut out.
spot.
I say, hey, you have to let them go. That's my sister.
Okay. Let's see. Give me a
It would be you
roll.
have to let them go.
I believe it is something in manipulation.
Well, so the dice pools are charisma and dominate versus intelligence and resolve, but it
Charisma
says-
and dominate. I see. So roll your charisma and dominate.
it says
And
no
give
roll is
it.
required against an unprepared mortal victim.
Well, there you go. So he turns around and he's like, "Hey, we need to let them go." Like the other 5 cops are like, "What?"
I'm trying.
Like even his partner, like he goes over and he's like, "No, we need to let them go." And they all kind of start arguing amongst themselves.
Motion for them to come. If I have to, I can individually compel each of them.
No, I want to see where this is going.
Eventually, like he's just gonna get overruled because there's 5 other officers there.
Yeah, no. Then I will if they're all arguing, I'll go up and I'll act all frantic and stuff and be like, "No, you have to understand. You have to let them go." And talk to each one of them if I have to. Roll.
So I'll say that'll get you 2 of them. After that, they'll be like, "Miss, you have to stand back." Like they're not gonna let you over there.
Continue talking to them.
Yeah.
Would me being beautiful
do
help
we
at
see
all?
do we see Delia doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to
Okay.
motion for you guys while they're all arguing with each other.
So when that starts happening, I'm gonna start hitting them from the other side, get the other end of officers, and be like, "I think there's just been a misunderstanding about what's going on. My grandmother's very fearful of fires. You see, she lost a farm to a big fire several years ago, and clearly the 2 of us aren't actually doing anything. We were just utilizing the fire escape for what it was."
And all my dear sheep just went off. It was frightening.
Bryn, are you using anything specific, or are you just making a story?
I just have odd, and I'm just gonna keep lying my ass off.
Okay, so why don't you give me a manipulation subterfuge since you're lying, and give yourself a +1.
Yep. Oh, no, actually, I think I'll just go with what I've got so far. Important question.
Hmm?
Do any of them appear gay?
I mean, it's hard to tell. None of them are exactly flying the flag.
Yeah. No, it was a bad joke. It was just because beautiful gets a bonus die where it applies.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Same. I have beautiful as well.
So beautiful gives a +1. Awe gives a +1.
Sisters are gorgeous, apparently.
The sisters are hot.
It's our gene.
You said manipulation and what?
Yeah, manipulation subterfuge. You can give yourself a +1 for all.
Subterfuge. Subterfuge.
Too much!
I suck at that. I don't have subterfuge.
Persuasion.
2, and look what it got me.
Yeah. Well, it's
Usually,
fine.
potentially
So-
manipulation
so-
can be used too.
I will give you persuasion if you want to take back your lie. And just be like, you should really listen to your officer friends.
You should really listen to your officer friend.
They kind of know what they're talking.
So
'Cause
if I
what
can,
you're
if,
rolling is all about how you position it. Right?
yeah.
So
If I can swing it back towards persuasion, I will also throw in fame, and Sorko is going to say, I think this is all just a misunderstanding. Perhaps you don't know who I am, and like I'm going to pull that. You may not know who I am, and she's going to say she's going to name drop her art foundation and the sizable contributions that she makes to the Philadelphia PD. Just kind of that like. I'm an upstanding citizen who makes a sizable contribution. I clearly couldn't be doing anything bad here. It's all just a misunderstanding, and should really listen to your other officer and let us go.
Gotcha.
Let me see if fame gives me any tactile benefit. Oh, I wish this book was easier to navigate.
No, I know fame gives you like a status, I think.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if there's any
I don't
role
know if
benefit.
it helps with mortal affairs.
I feel like it could.
I have respected.
I mean,
But
like,
that's within the.
narrative-wise, it makes sense that it would, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's like a game mechanic to it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to give you like
mortals-
a dice for it. I
But this
don't
is-
know
Fame
if
grants
there's
pull
like
in mass and social media. You have more ways than most to manipulate the thoughts of the populace. It literally says, "Do you know who I am?" Doesn't work everywhere, but it does work. Each level of fame subtracts 1 from the difficulty of a social test against your fans, or from many hunting tests, depending on your predation strategy. So I guess on the angle of, I'm a wealthy contributor, maybe they're like, oh, okay, you bought us, new such and such. So I'll up to interpretation if they're a fan of a wealthy contributor to the Philadelphia PD or not. But it's literally on your end where it'll reduce
'Cause-
the die or not, is what it said.
Real quick,
Mhm.
I will say something to help with the possibility of it working. We are from a mafia family who have ties with the police, so
That is true.
that'll totally help.
I mean, it depends.
I'm helping.
It depends.
Well, no,
she's not saying it out loud. She's saying it out of character.
yeah,
So
Okay.
yeah,
so
so
I'm
because
saying
we're
this,
because we're a mob family, I'm a contributor. So
No.
Yeah.
I get what you're
So
saying.
there's that one
I'm
officer
gonna
in
give you,
charge.
like-
who's
if
"Queen,
somebody
let 'em go."
somebody's on the cut, then it could lower the difficulty.
I get you. I'm gonna give you exactly what I thought before you read it. Basically, when you read it, it says it in there. So,
Yeah.
give yourself an extra dice during the test,
Okay.
and that'll be how we're gonna work it. Because that's
So-
basically just shaving 1 off the.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll shave 1 off the difficulty is what it said, right?
And keep in mind that on the base roll, this is still going to be at a -2 because I hadn't succeeded on anything
right.
yet.
Right.
So, holy fuck, are you kidding me? I'm going to
I
willpower.
want to re-roll that.
I'm going to willpower.
Yeah.
So, take off, because it would be the first, or the last 3 are from
You
bonuses.
re-roll
The
5,
la-
I believe.
The last 3
Yeah.
are from bonuses. So I would re-roll. One of those successes will disappear. One of the failures will disappear because I'm just counting the last 2. Not. So take away the first 3 because those are bonuses. Those don't get touched. And so of the 5, the last 2 are the -2 penalty. So 1 success, 1 failure. Cut that out. So I could re-roll 4 because I can't reduce my dice on here. So it's just the tail end before the bonuses.
Right, so give it a 4 roll.
dice. Is it 6 or 7s?
You roll 3 dice on
I think
a
it's
willpower
6.
reroll.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's 6.
6.
No, what did you say, Shay?
You roll 3 dice on a willpower reroll.
Is it only 3?
I think so. Unless you have less than 3.
Oh, well.
I don't know. That's what I thought I remember, but
Right, we'll just play this as is for now, and we can.
I'll check it later because I
Yeah,
genuinely don't
This is
remember.
the first session back.
because we're gonna be running into like
Been a
finals in
while.
second
It's been a
anyway.
while. Yeah.
So this will be good because you basically
4
like
successes.
name drop your family and your art gallery. Between the two that Delia has already like turned to your advantage, we'll say like maybe there's another one on the payroll or whatever. They can probably just convince everybody like, look, we know her. We could always question her later if we need to or whatever. So like, let's just get the job done and like,
We have bigger fish to fry.
get the hell out of here.
Does that one like tip off that he's in the know? To us?
It's kind of hard to say. Like, he doesn't go like, "Hey,
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, no, like I don't want him to be
I don't want
him to be super obvious about it to the police.
yeah,
But if
yeah,
he
based on
says
the
or
way
does
he's
something that
speaking.
shows he's on the take, it is going to be how I do my next response.
There's a role for that.
based on the way he's
There is a role for that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, there you go.
Reese, what were you gonna say?
Insight.
Yeah, could I insight it?
Or give me, wits insight.
Sure. Oops, that's intimidate. I don't want to intimidate him.
I mean, you could.
I
Why are
could.
you on the payroll?
Why are we even paying you, jerk?
Difficulty 0. Boop.
Nice.
3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell like he's definitely in on the secret.
Okay. So then, if that's the case, and like I know that he's on the payroll, Sorka will agree and say yes. If there's any reason that there needs to be any questioning, she'll take out one of her cards and she's going to hand it to him specifically, and just be like, "You can get into contact with us if you have any further questions, officer."
Okay. So that being done, that kind of like satisfies the 3 other people that like you're clearly a person that's like well known, and if they need to get a hold of you, officer on the payroll can get a hold of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I think that's where we're gonna end our fun and exciting night. Everybody managed to
God.
survive.
God.
I'm so hungry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
There's some fun
So
rolls.
it was gonna go one of 2 ways depending on how that roll went. If it seemed like he was on the payroll, then she was gonna hand off the card. If not, she was going to ask for a ride home, and then she was just gonna feed on him. Not kill him, just feed on him, and then he'd wake up, a little later with a headache. I'm like, what the hell happened?
WTF, mate. All right, well, that was definitely an interesting code dip back into
It was
the game.
definitely
so-
a return to the game.
Mission success.
We're so sorry, Tanya.
That's almost my best thing that I could roll, which is the most.
I like that each of us had a moment of just colossal failure this episode.
Yes.
So it's just like
I will tell you, I've never in my entire life seen a bestial critical and a critical failure in one. Like that's crazy.
Oh my word!
so wild.
My favorite thing about people like getting bestial fails and stuff when it comes to this game is people just get to understand what it's like to be a Malkavian for 2 seconds, having no control over your actions
Ugh,
and creating problems sometimes.
yeah. God.
It was definitely a fun and exciting evening. That's for sure.
Mhm. Well, thank you all for watching. It is great to be back in the wonderful city of Philadelphia, born and raised. We will, of course, continue to be here on Tuesday nights, and so thank you again. I will have to work on this outro as well, because it's been a while. Anyways, thank you
Been a while.
again. Been a while. And also, just a reminder that our sponsor is Grinding Coffee Co. for all your grinding coffee needs. So until next time, we will hopefully be back tomorrow for Tomb of Annihilation, because that game has also been on hiatus just as long as this one. this and Tomb have been the ones that have not been able to start back up at the start of January like we planned. So I'm glad this one is back, and we really need Tomb to get back on track too.
I am very sorry. The delay was all me. I moved, and then I got the sickness, and then
you had the plague. It's fine.
It's been a mess.
I haven't seen you since the plague.
Nobody's been healthy recently.
It's true. Shay and I are possibly
We
also
healthy.
sick, so we'll see. Oh, good for you, Kay.
So far, so good here.
Yeah.
Hey. Mentally, on the other hand.
There you go. All right. So I'm going to end the stream. Y'all have a great night.